what does it mean to you, like having facing an opponent that probably will have the local support? You like to do that?
I do like that. I do like that. I did that in Atlanta, and the crowd was loud, and then it kind of went quiet. Yeah, I like it. He could be from here, he could be from anywhere. You know, I only come to just fight and show my improvement, really. So, yeah, I welcome.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, over here. You said nothing personal, all business. You don't know him, but do you feel he's a different fighter than he was the first time?
Yes and no. I mean, like, guys improve over their careers, right? Or that's what we try and do. To like completely change your style, I don't know how many fighters we've ever seen that have like changed their style in like the prime of their career, right? Like, he's not going to come out as a southpaw. He's not going to pull guard or do something crazy like that, I don't think. So I think he's very similar. He says he's not. Of course, he's made some improvements, but yeah, I mean, the style is the same.
Also, I want to ask, Niagara Top Team is making some noise in the MMA world. How training with high elite teammates have improved your game?
Yeah, it's awesome, man. I mean, the gym has only been around for like a few years, and the things that we've done there, like, started in like a small little basement gym. We called it a dungeon. It was like gross and stinky with like mold on the walls and shit. It was bad. And then a couple years after being there, we moved into like a big, nice location. We've got like a few fighters in the UFC. We've got guys that are signing Contender Series now. We've got me in PFL right now. We had another guy in PFL. So yeah, we're doing big things, and it's cool to be in the room and kind of watch the progression of the team.
Thank you. Of course, the goal is win and make it to the finals. But how big of a statement, as if being overlooking you, how big of a statement will mean to you, not just going to the final, but also meeting him in the main event?
No, for sure. I definitely know what situation I'm in. I know who I'm fighting. I know this guy has a name. I know this is a moment where these are kind of like the moments where I've learned in the past, and I've lost in these moments, you know, against Impa in the finals, things like that. I know where I'm at now. I know the type of position I'm in. I know Fabian is a good name, and I know getting a win over this guy will put me in a good position for my future, for the next events to come. And I know where I'm at right now. I'm very conscious, very, very alive, and I know that my future is literally right here on Friday. I just have to look down the barrel and give it a good fucking shot. You know what I mean? A good fucking shot with a lot of intention and a lot of direction. Not random, not close my eyes, look down the barrel and shoot that fucking thing. You know what I mean? And that's the type of mentality that I'm gonna bring Friday.
Well, that's a very powerful statement. Thank you.
Thank you.
One more. I want to ask you about the influence of your dad. That is a high elite level coach. How was growing up with him, you know, and being in this environment all your life?
Yeah, man, this is just so, from my career just by myself is already exciting. The fact that I get to bring my dad along, and I just don't bring him along. He understands this too, right? There's times I'm at home and my mom tries to give me some tips and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, this is cute, you know, and I listen to my mom and stuff because she cares about me, but the big difference is my dad understands the situation. So having somebody like that here with me, there's no words I could put on it, really. You know, it's a beautiful thing. I think at the end of the day, outside of fighting, it's just beautiful memories we're gonna have together. Knowing that one day when we're not here, we could leave this world knowing that, you know, we had some good journeys together. So it means a lot. Definitely means a lot. Thank you.
You're fighting, of course, a guy who has been fighting different eras of MMA, big name. You have a teammate who is also a veteran of the game. I'm facing. How does it feel to you sharing the cage, and what is going to mean to you if you have a victory over him on Friday?
Yeah, I got a lot of respect for Phil because, you know, he's been around forever. That is a double-edged sword because he's getting a little older. He's out of his prime, and I'm kind of just entering mine. Going into this tournament, we were hoping we would get Phil in the second round because it would be such a big win because his resume is so extensive.
I know your teammate Ryan Bader has been a movie actor lately. How much of a presence he has lately on your training camp, or you haven't seen him in a while?
He's been one of my most consistent training partners. He's kind of stepped into a coaching role as well. So he's helped with the game plan. He knows me as well as anybody because I've been training with him for years. And there's certain aspects like in the cage, the wrestling, that I don't think anybody does better than Ryan Bader. So having that guy to train with, especially now that he's a heavyweight, he's like a moose guy. It's super difficult to deal with, but good for you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
And like I said to you, man, over there, whether Josh is tough enough to stay in it for 15 minutes or whether he's not, I don't know. But the answers will be found out on Friday. But yeah, the story got this way.
They build your training sessions with?
Yeah, man. I met those guys when I came down to Houston to visit. Their coach, Saul Solis, he ran a good gym with those guys, and when I came back to Houston, that was the first guys that I thought of training with. I kind of like staying with the same team because then I can you can build on top of things that you have a longevity of things that you're building.
Hi, Sergio. Last night you had a face-off from Wrigley Field. How does it feel facing Raufeon now as an opponent, looking at him face-to-face?
All I could say is this sport is a crazy sport, man. It takes you to places you'll never think you'll go, and you'll face people you never think you'll face. A couple years ago, I had a fight against Pitbull, and my old jiu-jitsu coach was in his corner. So, it was weird. It was like, dang, somebody that was on my side was on the other side, and even this one, Raufeon's my opponent, but I got Manny in his corner, someone I grew up training with. So it's like, this is crazy. I was just over there with his coaches, watching them eat food right now, talking to them, and Yves Edwards and Manny Sanchez. I'm like, really, really crazy. But it's business, like I said. He just has third kid. I'm having my first kid, and this is how we got to provide for our families. This is what we know how to do. So here we are.
Also, I think Monday you did a couple of like a tour at Wrigley Field and do a couple of baseball stuff there.
Yeah.
Did the Brewers send you a message like, hey?
Oh, no, I know, man. I was like, I probably shouldn't take any pictures next to the Cubs this logo or anything. All the Brewer fans are gonna hate me, but nah, man, it was cool to see, their stadium and their history. There's a lot of cool things to see that day. And I realized I suck at baseball. I couldn't hit the ball to save my damn life. Man, it's rough.
All right, thank you, sir.
My man.